Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing an overview of Captain Cold, the Flash comic. This is the Page Puncher's Wave for Flash. This is the Gold Label Mcfarlane online store website exclusive, so yes, if you are interested in getting this figure, you do have to go to the Mcfarlane website store. I have not seen one of these at any store, so from the looks of it, it's just going to be a Mcfarlane online store website. So as always, I'll be talking about a little bit of the figure in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth the purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the box, the side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, you do come with a card, so the front of the card looks like. The back of the card. Alright, and for comparison's sake, I will be showing you the previous Captain Cold card. So the one that was from the original Page Puncher's Wave, the non-Gold Label one. So this is the Gold Label one, right? It comes with this one. And this is the old card. So you guys can see the difference in terms of the card. And the back is actually a little different, which I like. In terms of the information, it's the same, but of course the image is different. So again, this is the Gold Label one. This is the common one. Alright, and then it does come with a comic book. The comic book is similar to the other one. This is the Missed Opportunity by Mcfarlane. I feel like he should have done what he did with the other Black Adam Wave one, where the cover was a little different. And to me, this would have been a perfect opportunity to change the cover from having this image on the cover. That would have been really, really cool, having this one on here. But it is what it is. And of course, the comic art, again, it looks good, very colorful and bright. And it is glossy paper, so that's a really good thing. But again, just showing you, this is the Captain Cold one, or the original one, or the common one. And of course, the new one that's on here. And they're both the same in the back. So, like I said, if they had a different cover, that would have been really, really cool, but it is what it is, and it does come with this gun, which it looks pretty much identical to the one that's common one right there, but don't worry, I'll be doing comparison, but I wish this one was kind of a different color, but it is what it is. So, but again, very cool detail on it, and again, I wish maybe the blue would have been like a bright blue type of thing, like a gloss blue. That would have been really, really cool, but there it is, and of course, a regular stand that he's on. So let's take a look at Captain Cold. And this is pretty much identical to the previous one. When I'm referring to the previous one, there you go. So I won't go too much into specifics, but I'll just show you kind of the figure itself. So the head sculpture looks really, really, really cool. I really dig it. That paint job looks fantastic, especially that silver and then that blue in the mask. It is different, and it looks really, really good. The fur is pretty much identical, but again, that paint, it just looks different. And again, don't worry, I will do a comparison, so be patient. Head articulation is good, left and right, up, down, good. But the detail on the paint, though, is really, really good. The head sculpture looks good. The face mask looks really, really cool. That fur is really, really thick, which I really, really like. Shoulder articulation, it's good. Bicep, it's a little stiff, but it does articulate. Elbows, good. Wrist, good. And do a little bit of torso. It's okay. The torso is okay, but everything else in terms of the arm articulation is good. And the fantastic detail on this figure, it just looks so good, man. That really thick feather-like. And then look at the gloves around there, the bright blue gloves, which I like really, really good. I like the metal right there, too, with that light blue on there and a little bit of a bronze color, which looks really good. And of course, everything else is painted with the bright silver, which looks really, really, really good, man. I really dig this figure. Even when I did the regular one, I liked this figure, and again, I still like this figure. I think it looks fantastic, and having the color change, it looks really, really good, man. I really dig it. It has a bright silver, and of course, with that blue on there as well too. Just looks fantastic. And of course, that belt is on there as well too. Looks really, really good. Shiny and bright. I really dig it. The cape, it looked good, man. It looks so good. Even looks good on there too. But it looks so much good on here too. And I like about it is everything else kind of like a bright color to it, but the cape is kind of the same, which is good. It doesn't make it too much everything bright, so it kind of blends it in pretty well. But overall, though, the detail on this figure is fantastic, man. Just really, really good. Really crazy and weird, but it looks good. I do like this piece right here, the leather portion right there. And again, it's matte leather, but it really stands out, especially with that bright silver and that matte brown. Looks good, man. Looks really good. So overall, the upper body, I think it looks really cool, man. Is it weird being Captain Cold? Yeah, because I'm so used to seeing him just like with maybe like glasses and a little hoodie. But seeing him all like this, it is a bit weird and odd, but I still dig it though, man. Can't hate on it. Leg articulation, good. Knees, it's a little stiff. Oh wow, this is very stiff. I don't want to break it. I knew they do articulate. There you go. It's good, but just mine's really stiff. Ankles, wow, this is really stiff figure, but ankles good. And of course, toes, wow, this is a really stiff figure. It could be just because of the paint, I don't know, but it's really stiff. I don't want to break it. They do articulate, but it's just really stiff right now in terms of me on the leg articulation. But same with its upper body, the same kind of style. And texture material is also present on the legs. And again, it looks good. You get the pocket on there too. You get that thick on there too, as well too. That fur, that looks fantastic. And of course, that bright blue just looks so, so good, man. Very detailed figure. And of course, that bright colored paint looks fantastic, man. I really dig this figure. Of course, the main question is this worth your purchase? Should you go out there and get this figure? This figure by itself, just by itself, all right, would I recommend it? Heck yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this figure by itself. This is a fantastic looking figure. It looks good. The paint job looks fantastic. That bright silver, the blue on there too, looks fantastic. I really like this figure. And to me, this figure by itself is easily a thumbs up for me. The colors, like I said, look good. The sculpture design looks good. Articulation is good. Yes, the accessories, you have this weird kind of gun, but hey, it is what it is. You got the cool, unique card, which I like. And I did say the cover art in the comic should have been different, but it is what it is, though. So to me, this version of Captain Cold, easily a thumbs up for me. Easily a must buy, even for regular retail price of like $25. And I think it looks good, man. The paint job looks phenomenal, in my opinion. It looks so, so good. Now, right now, I mean, by the time you're watching this video, I don't know when you watch it, but right now, it is on sale for $19 or $20. McFarlane online store website. So for $20, I still think it's a really good deal. Really good deal, because even for $25, I would definitely give it a thumbs up. For $20, that's even a better deal because you're getting $5 off. Now, did I pay $20? No, I paid this for $10, man. $10. Yes, $10, because McFarlane had a deal on this for like a flash sale during the holidays, and for $10, you're able to get this figure with the comic, and for $10, fuck yeah, that is a fuck you deal. Fuck you, because you got lucky, you got this good deal, and if you're one of the lucky ones who got 1 or 2 or 3, thumbs up for you, man. You got really good price, and for the price that I paid for $10, fantastic figure. And again, even by itself, it looks fantastic. So to me, Captain Cold, the Gold Label Mcfarlane online store website, it is a thumbs up for me. As I said early on in the video, I was going to be doing a comparison. So here we go. You have the comparison of the two, of the Gold Label one and the common one. And you can really see the colors definitely brighter on here. When I first saw this one inside the box, I was a bit concerned. Like, man, did someone just figure swap me? But as soon as I got the old one out, yeah, you can really see the detail in terms of the paint. It really stands out. Of course, that bright silver paint. It still has a matte brown on there too. The guns are pretty much identical in terms of the color. Much of a difference. But everything else, again, the sculpture design is the same. But just the paint is going to be the main difference. This one has more blue. This has like a bright blue. Obviously the silver all on the body. Same thing on here too. This one has a shiny knee pads. This one kind of... No, this one doesn't. You can see that right there. The knee pads. But this one has a bit of a shinier look to it. The knee pads, you see that? But apart from that, identical figure in terms of the sculpture, but the paint job is, again, a lot different. Look at the blues on the boots, same thing on there too. You got a little bit different color. You got the blue there, and you get that like a matte blue on there as well. The belt, same thing, bright silver. This one has the matte silver. The bronze is there in the chain. Actually, the chain, the necklace on there, it's a lot brighter on here compared to this one. And a big difference too is the paint job on his face. This one, I'll show you guys up close. You can see the difference. Come on, camera, pick it up. Oh, let me fix my camera. Bear with me here. Okay. There we go. Hopefully, but you can see the bright blue on here. There you go. On here is a lot more brighter. The blue, the silver is the same, but also too, look at that difference in blue in terms of the hoodie. Really bright on here. This one's just like a matte blue. The cape itself, let me put it back now and readjust the camera. The cape itself, there you go. The cape itself, it looks to be, yeah, they're identical. The paint is pretty much identical. Just again, the hoodie's a lot brighter on here. In terms of the white fur, they're identical as well too. Even the paint, the leg and the back here, the sculpture design are identical. So the main difference of the two is going to be the paint, like I said. So regardless though, if you can get this one, the gold label, or the matte one, whichever I prefer, definitely the gold label one. It looks so much better, especially with the colors, and with the colors like that bright, it makes the detail of the figure even better, and you can really see it even more. But nonetheless though, both look fantastic, but to me, the better option would be gold label one. Here we have Flash from the same Page Puncher's wave, and just for comparison's sake, there you can see the height difference. They both look good. This one looks a lot better. I was hoping maybe they can do a Flash one like this, like a bright red. It'd be really, really cool, but I don't know, maybe McFarlane may be able to do it or not. So that would be really cool though. Same figure, just bright red. That would be really cool. But yeah, there you go. You have Captain Cold Gold Label, and then of course Flash. Here we have Heat Wave from the same Page Puncher's wave for Flash, and it's kind of a weird looking Heat Wave, but I like the figure though. It looks really cool in detail, but why is it Heat Wave? But anyway, so nonetheless, so you can really see the difference and the sculpture design, and I really like this gun. It looks really, really cool. But of course, we have the Gold Label McFarlane one, Captain Cold, and Heat Wave. Here we have Godspeed from the DC Rebirth era, I believe, or yeah, I want to say Rebirth, and of course the McFarlane Gold Label one. I wanted to bring a different Flash version, so if you are interested in maybe building a Flash kind of like a little stance or like something like that, you guys can see the comparison of how this version of Captain Cold looks like compared to like a regular comic, more common accurate villain of Flash. But there you go. So we have Captain Cold and of course Godspeed. Here we have the big boy Gorilla Grodd. This is the Mega Fig from the same Flash Page Puncher's wave, and of course Captain Cold, the Gold Label one. You can really see the size difference, and of course the detail. You can see how big of a figure this is, but there you go. You guys can see the difference. That would be really cool too if they added maybe like a more armored, maybe they did a Gold Label, more armored Gorilla Grodd. That would have been really, really cool. Mega Fig, just kind of change it up a little bit. But there you go. You have Gorilla Grodd, the Mega Fig, and of course Gold Label, Captain Cold McFarlane online store website exclusive. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this figure? Do you plan to purchase this figure? Or did you already purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not to support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So it includes an overview of Captain Cold from the Flash Page Puncher wave. This is the Gold Label McFarlane online store website exclusive, and on to the next one.